Hey, what's up guys? Coming at you with another video from the comfort of my sofa. It's where I film most of my kind of more motivational, informative videos. Just wanted to let you guys know that there is going to be a lot more recipe videos and training videos are going to start to make an appearance here as well. Just had quite a few busy months at work recently, so it's been quite hard to dedicate some time to getting some slightly higher quality content out, but it is coming. Trust me, more recipe videos, training videos as well. But really what I wanted to sit down and chat to you guys about today was personal training. And as the title of the video says, is personal training worth it? Now I'm talking about face-to-face training. I'm not talking about online training. I'm going to do a completely separate video on online training, just because I've got quite a lot to say about it. But personal training, so face-to-face training. Now, the reason I'm making this video is because I recently was at work and a lady asked me, is personal training worth it? It's something she's always thought of, something she's always considered, but she's always questioned whether personal training was worth it. And I asked her, in terms of yourself and your programming, your training, your fitness, when you're, in the gym, how do you program yourself? And she said, what do you mean? And I'm like, okay, well, how do you know what to do? How do you structure your workouts? And she said initially when she first started training, she stuck to cardio just because that's what her friends did. She just went on the bike and the treadmill and the cross trainer, did like an hour of cardio, and then off she went. Then she did classes, but she was chatting because she hadn't really seen results in a while, and she stopped training because of it. She hit a plateau, kind of just put the gym and training on the back burner. So now when she's back in, she said, oh, I've got quite a few kind of workouts from the internet, and I've gone online and had a look, and I said, that's great, and there is a load of fantastic content out there on the internet, but the content on the internet is not personalized. It's all, even the ones that do say they're personalized and you input certain bits of information, it does kind of just run off of like algorithms and set formulas, guys. So nothing on the internet is wholly customized to you. But that's why she was considering personal training, but she'd never kind of given it any worth in her mind. And I asked her, I gave her the example. I said, when something goes wrong in your home, TV breaks, fridge, dishwasher, what do? She said, oh, I call someone, like I call a professional in to come and fix it, or to come and look at it. I said, okay, cool. I said, well, why don't you do the same with your health and fitness? She said, what do you mean? And I said, well, do you know, like confidently, can you say, I know what I'm doing in the gym? I know how to get myself to where I want to go. And she said, no. I said, okay then. I said, well, why don't you speak to a professional? Much the same as you do when something goes wrong in your house, you need to fix it. If something's not going quite right with your training, how do you fix it? You speak to a professional. So that's what I would say to anyone considering personal training at their club or gym, wherever they train, is, personal training is definitely worth it, guys. I have a personal trainer. I consider myself quite knowledgeable in terms of what I know to do with health and fitness, but I still think that personal training has a huge amount of worth, and I personally feel that I see much better results with a trainer because I'm getting custom workouts, I'm getting custom dietary information, and everything is personalized and tailored just for me. And obviously the trainer I train with has far more knowledge and experience than I do, so therefore I see it as a huge benefit to be able to spend time with this person. And in terms of people thinking that personal training can be expensive, just ask yourself, can you put a price on your health and fitness? Can you put a price on progression? Because think about it, if you don't know what you're doing and you're in the gym, really busting your ass every day, but you're not seeing results, you're going to get to a point where you stop training. And all that work you have put in is going to be for nothing, because you're going to stop training, you're going to get demotivated, and you're going to put the weight back on, you're going to lose the muscle mass, you're going to lose the fitness level, whatever it is that you're training for at the time, the mobility, flexibility, strength, whatever it might be, because you'll stop training because you'll get demotivated. Now, why not skip that and skip the potentially wasted weeks and months of not quite knowing what you're doing or using unpersonalized information from the internet, and see a PT, even if it's once a week, twice a week, once every other week. A lot of gyms have a lot of different PT structures and try to make it affordable for everyone. Now, one thing I would say is, much like calling a professional in, like a builder, mechanic, whatever it is, there's a lot of cowboys in the industry. Unfortunately, they just seem to be giving out PT qualifications nowadays. Have heard some stories of I've met some as well, some absolute moronic PTs that have shocked me that they've got that qualification. But it does happen, unfortunately. You do get morons in the industry that manage to grab themselves a qualification. Just because someone's qualified, guys, doesn't mean that they know what they're talking about. How to know, I personally think, whether your PT is good or a moron is, do they continue to study their craft? Do they continue to train on a regular basis? Do they continue to practice what they preach? Are they continually kind of researching new developments in the industry that can potentially benefit their clients? Quite often, some of the best PTs I've met are ones that go on to do further kind of courses in very specific areas, strength and conditioning, physiotherapy, rehab, but then also trainers that train on a regular basis. And another way to kind of see if your trainer's a moron with just a qualification or an actual, decent personal trainer, track record. Look at the clients they've trained. I'm sure if you're in the same club or gym as their clients, you can meet them, you can chat to them. All of that is going to either show you that this personal trainer is legitimate, or it's just another moron that's grabbed himself a qualification. So I personally, guys, would say that personal training is definitely worth it. Some of the best progression and results I've seen is when I've had a trainer at my side helping me out. For me, it did take a bit of confidence to go and train with a trainer, just because, I was a little bit kind of, I don't know whether I should, money, But I think personal training is worth it, guys, because I do have someone that's on my case as well. They're kind of keeping me accountable, because I work in the same building as them. I do often have them coming up asking to check, they'll check, for example, my trainer has me on, obviously if it fits your macros. He set my macro profile and he goes on to my macro profile every now and again, spot checks me, which is awesome. Now, I'm lucky because I work in the same building as him, I can have that service, but a lot of personal trainers will check up on you when you do your session. They have you on if it fits your macros, they can check your Fitness Pal, your app, see how you're tracking, or your food diary, whatever it is. And that's what's great about personal training. It's someone that keeps you accountable, is on your case, and gives you personalized training and dietary information. So that's what I'd say, guys. If you're considering personal training, a lot of trainers will do consultations or will do a taster session. Give it a go, guys. Go, a lot of gyms and clubs have like a booklet or a wall where you can see the trainers. A lot of them have their own profiles. Read the profile, see which trainer you think would relate to you on a good level, and then a lot of them will have their contact information there. I'll go to reception, I'll go to whoever, book in a session with them, and seriously consider doing sessions with them. Stretch yourself as far as you can as far as budget is concerned, because you won't regret it, guys. Now, I'm not pitching this as a trainer, I'm not a personal trainer, I'm pitching this as a customer, someone who's seen the benefits of personal training, who works in the industry and has seen my customers and my clients also see the benefits of personal training. Don't be shy, guys. Also, don't be too proud. A lot of people think that they know what they're doing. I would consider myself quite knowledgeable, but there's a lot I don't know, and that's why I do have a personal trainer myself. And that's why I think if you are, part of a gym, part of a club, definitely consider personal training, guys, because from my perspective, you are going to see far better results than if you don't have a trainer. But at the same time, guys, not every trainer is equal. There are some fantastic trainers and there are some extremely moronic trainers, and just take the time to figure out which trainer is right for you. But that was it, guys. Just wanted to have a quick chat about personal training. Is it worth it? Give my opinion on it, and I'll do a whole other video on kind of my opinion on, do I think online coaching is worth it. But like I said, guys, next time you're in the gym, pop to reception, get yourself a taste session booked in with a trainer, see how you find it. Seriously consider getting yourself a couple of sessions booked in, even if it's, you know, small number at the beginning, working your way up to a larger number of sessions. You know, I don't think you'll regret it, because I think you will see some absolutely fantastic results. Even just having someone in your case causes you to see much, much better results. Thanks a lot, guys.